Hey guys, so I've been getting a lot of requests to do this for quite some time now. Ever since I posted my College 101 video last summer, I've been getting requests to do that for like a high school one, and I didn't want to do it like in the middle of the year because that would just be weird. So I wanted to wait to do it till the summer and closer to when school was coming back, going to start. And I also wanted sometimes just to really think about like my high school experience and what I wish people told me and things like that. So a lot of this video, to be completely honest with you, is going to be probably pretty cliche. Um, just because I feel like a lot of the cliche things that are so important nobody ever tells you, or you hear them but you don't actually let them sink in, and it's really important that you just like let them sink in a little bit and like really think about it. Because I think when I was going to high school, I was listening to people who were older than me in the sense of like just older in grade, not older in like years and wisdom and things like that. And also just like listening to my friends and my peers and getting it in my head a lot. Like, and I wasn't giving myself the best advice, and my friends weren't giving me the best advice because we're all going through the same experience at the same time. And people who were a couple grades older than me were like party and all that stuff, like things that weren't what I should be listening to, and things that were what I really needed to know to get me through high school. And I'm not saying that I'm so wise now and I know all what I'm talking about, but I'm just saying these are things that now I have told people, and things that I have heard and wish I would have known back then, and just experience that I have gone through during high school and that have gotten me to this conclusion. So I hope this helps some of you guys. So yeah, first off, my very first thing I want to say is high school is such a huge milestone, and I'm not just saying from graduation or freshman year. I'm saying all the way through. Like those 4 years are so pivotal in who you are. Um, because to me that can like make or break your identity of like figuring out who you like really are. During high school, I, on the other hand, was like the opposite of that. Like I didn't find out who I truly was till college, and a lot of people don't, and that's okay. Like if you don't really figure out your identity in high school, that's okay. But I could have figured out my identity. I was just placating to others. I was letting boys define me. I was letting what I was doing define me. I was letting, excuse me, friends define me, and just like, like the crowd. I wasn't letting myself be who I am and being true to what I wanted and what I thought was best for me and my likes and dislikes. Like, I was just doing what I could to make others happy, which is not bad to like make others happy, but when it gets to the point where you are sacrificing who you are as a person to make another person happy or make them content or whatever is not okay. Um, and so first off, like being able to go into the walk in your freshman day and being like, okay, I'm gonna figure out who I am these 4 years. Like, you don't be like this first year, whatever. Just like give some time for self exploration. Give some time to like really figure out your likes and dislikes, like what you believe, what you don't believe, like morals, standards, things like that. And do not put all of your stock and who you are into a person, another person. Like keep it in who you are, or if you're a religious person, keep it in like your religious deity or God, um, things like that. Like be who you want to be and be able to take that and figure out who you are. Like be able to walk in that school and be like, I'm going to figure out who I am, and that is enough. Like I'm not going to define myself with another person or by another person or by a thought that somebody wants me to think about myself or something like that. Like don't do that. Secondly, another thing I would like to tell you is life is not like a TV show, like Secret Life of an American Teenager, or, The OC, or One Tree Hill, or Gossip Girl, or whatever. Like, high school is nothing like that. And if you had a high school experience that was like that, I am so sorry, because must be terrible. But high school is not like a TV show. So don't walk in expecting to see, like, the army of mean girls walking down the hallway and, like, giving everybody mean looks and, being all queen bee-like and things like that. That doesn't actually happen. But I will say that drama does happen. People do get pregnant when they're like 15. People do drugs. Like that stuff is true. Like, but the dramaticness of everything, like the way it's super like movie unrealistic, that's not real. But stuff really does happen. Um, But I would tell you not to get involved in that stuff. Like, don't worry about being cool. Don't worry about being popular. Don't worry what people think of you. And I know that is one of the hardest tips to take from someone, is to be like, don't worry what people think of you, especially entering high school, because this is such a time where you are, like, molding who you are. You want to please people. You want to make people happy with who you are. And it's hard not to care about what they think and their opinions of you. But let me tell you, you will be so much happier if you do not care what they think. And it's hard to say and it's hard to do. I mean, it's going to take some time for you to learn not to do that. But once you can just say, like, that person who I care so much, like the queen bee or whatever, or boy, whatever, is just a person. They are not Barack Obama. They are not God. They are not, you know what I'm saying? Not even that Barack Obama has, like, so much clout, but I mean, he's the president. I'm not going to continue that. Anyway, like, they are a person, and they probably just have as many insecurities as I do. They probably are trying to please others to make them feel comfortable with who they are and make other people like them. Like, they're probably just the same, on the same wavelength. They just act like they know better and that you want to please them. Don't. Like, be who you are and not worry what others think. Just, like, move on. If you are happy with who you are, like, and what you believe and the way you are acting, then that is okay. Like, and this goes in, like, a double standard in a way. Like, if you are hurting yourself or hurting another person, like, if you're, like, a major drug addict or something like that, and you were like, I'm happy with being a drug addict, like, that's something that's a little bit completely not even in this realm of being okay. But I'm saying, like, if you are happy with who you are, it's just as a person, like, if someone would be like, you're a nerd or whatever, like, don't listen to them. It doesn't matter. Okay, thirdly or fourthly, I don't know where I am in this. Get involved in things. Like, one of my biggest regrets is not getting involved in anything. All through elementary school and all through middle school, I was, like, super active, and I would try to get involved in things. Like, in middle school, I was a cheerleader, and all through elementary school, I was, like, competitive cheerleader and did, like, gymnastics and all that yucky luck. It's not yucky. I don't know why I said yucky either. Anyway, that, like, and then once it hit, like, 8th grade, into 8th grade, I was like, I'm not going to do this anymore because I want, you know, like, high school's coming and all this stuff is childish or whatever. But, and I'm not saying that I wish that I continued cheerleading, but I do wish that I continued something. And up until my senior year, I wasn't involved in anything. Like, I was one of those students who was like, I hate school and I just want to get out of here. And, like, I didn't care about what I was doing. I didn't care about the people I was surrounded with. I didn't try to make my high school experience better. I just complained about it. And to me, that's like when people, like, complain about all, like, the law and all that stuff and, like, politicians, but they don't vote. Like, I feel like that's what I was doing. I was being super hypocritical in a way. I may be saying hypocritical. Anyway, I was just, like, not doing anything about, like, what I was complaining about. And up until senior year, that's when I, like, really got into photography and joined the photography club and took a lot of photography classes and went to competitions and things like that. But up until then, like, I was just dating people, I was just having friends, and I was complaining a lot. So get involved. Like, even if people are like, oh, that's nerdy, like, don't join clubs, don't do that. Don't care what they think. Like, if it's going to make you happy, do it. Whether it's, like, anime, whether it's a video, whether it's music, drama, whatever. Like, do something that you love, because you can able to, like, learn more about that hobby. You can see if that, like, if you want to do that in your future, like, if that's going to be your major. You got to meet more people that are more like you and things that you like. You kind of have a security blanket in the sense that, like, you're not just, like, alone wandering the halls. Like, you have, like, a group and a friend and a family, like, kind of there to back you up. You get, you know, you're in the yearbook an extra time because you have the club picture, things like that. Like, don't worry about what people are going to say about you. Just do stuff that you like. And there are so many clubs you can join, so many. And even if there's not a club that you want to join, but you have one in mind, make it. Like, start it. Do it. Like, you know, be the instigator of something and go out there and start a club if you'd like. Nextly. Sorry. Oh, my glasses today. I forgot to tell you. My contacts are all out and gone. I have to go order some more. So I'm wearing my lovely glasses. I'm blind as a bat without contacts and glasses. It's really, really bad. So this is why I'm wearing them. Otherwise, I would try to act cool and take them off, but then I can't see anything, and I hate everything being blurry. This isn't even the point of the video. So we've gotten to the point of, like, figuring out who you are, joining clubs, being active in your student body, not caring what people think, and like I said earlier, I don't think I would touch too much on this, but do not get involved in the drama. Your life will be so much better without getting involved in drama. Like, don't let it be like Laguna Beach or Jersey Shore or whatever. Like, don't get involved in that stuff, because right now it seems entertaining. Like, oh, I want to be involved in that. I've never been involved in drama. It's not. Like, rumors get started. Like, crap happens. I've been involved in so much drama in my high school career that it is insane, and I hate it. Like, hate it. And I would highly recommend you not to get involved in that. Don't get involved with groups that are known to be super dramatic. Don't get involved with girls who are known to be catty or judgmental or rumor starters. You know, like, just stay away from those people, because they're not going to enrich your lives. They're not going to make your high school experience any better. Like, all that stuff doesn't matter, and it won't matter when you leave high school. And that is probably my biggest thing to tell you today is, whatever you would do in high school, unless like you like burn the school down or something, whatever happens during that time, once you leave those doors, once you graduate, nobody's going to care anymore. Like, all of everything that happened in high school is gone. And so right now, for those 4 years, it may seem like the biggest deal that you kissed so-and-so's boyfriend. But for those 4 years, you have to, like, buck through it and get through it and walk on that stage, get your diploma, and leave, and nothing matters. Because more than likely, you will never see those people again. Ever. And even if you do, even if they happen to go to your school, they probably won't remember, and if they do, then that's just stupid. It doesn't even matter, and they've probably been doing something crazy anyway. It's college. Whatever. So that being said, like, if you make a mistake or you do something that you regret, or you get involved in drama or rumors get started, like, it's not the end of the world. As much as it seems like it is the end of the world, because you have to suffer for 4 years to get through all that crap, like, but once you do, you're done. Like, you learned a lot. You learned what not to get involved in. You learned who more you are and, like, things that you don't want to be by that. And you can walk on with your chin up high and leave all that drama and junk all behind you. Another thing I would definitely say is to actually try in school and study, and don't blow it off. It's so easy to blow off high school classes. Yes, they're harder, as in if you're, like, coming from middle school into high school. You're going to have more homework and all that stuff, but if you're not taking AP classes, you're taking just regular high school classes, they're typically easier, and easier in the sense of, like, they're easier to blow off and not care about, especially if you are a senior. Senioritis kicks in right on the first day, because you get that senior hoity-toityness about you, and you just want to walk the halls and be all senior-like, and you stop caring about your grades right then and there. Do not do that. Focus on school, get it done. That way you can go to a good college that you actually want to go to, and not some, like, crazy, like, crappy, like, shady little college down the street. Like, go to something that you want. Set a goal. Like, pick a school you want to go to, set that goal where you need to be to get into that school, and do it. Go headstrong, like, go. Like, even if you're like, oh, I'm a nerd for doing this because I've been studying all this time, like, forget about it. You're going to have fun at that school, and you're going to learn about who you are, and you're going to enjoy yourself, and those are going to be memories that you will always remember. And if you want to go to that school, go to that school. So work your butt off to get to that point. I think that's it that I wanted to tell you. Those are my main big, like, I wish I would have known these things, or I learned these after, or whatever, during high school. So mainly, I'm just going to build it up to, don't care what people think. Like, get over it. I know it sounds so harsh, but stop caring. Like, it's not going to matter. Like I said, those are just people. 4 years, you're going to leave. All the drama that was started, all those rumors that happened, if people thought you were a nerd, if people thought you were a hoe, whatever, like, it's going away. Don't worry about it. Figure out who you are. Take time to, like, learn about yourself and what you like, what your morals are, what you want out of life. Join things. Be active in your student body. Like, learn new things. Try hard in school. Meet people. Have, like, a nice security blanket where you can look back on your high school memories and realize, like, I had a good high school experience. Like, I wanted that. Don't put stock in people. Do not worry about having a boyfriend throughout all of your 4 years, or having a boyfriend at all. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you don't really need to be worrying about that. And I know it's nice to have a boyfriend at that time, but it doesn't matter. Like, try your hardest, work your hardest, enjoy it, and stop caring what people think. That's my main things. I can tell you guys, I hope this helps. If you're about to enter freshman year, like, breathe, relax, and do it. It's going to be awesome, and I hope you have an awesome, wonderful high school ride. And those of you who are in high school right now or graduating, I hope it's going really well for you. And if you want to change some things, the time is now, and good luck to you all. Bye, guys.